I'm gonna clean my corn snake's enclosure with the help of my 2 dogs. They're probably gonna make an appearance at some point, and my son. Ready? Let's do it. First, I'm gonna take her out. Normally, I keep the pieces of tinfoil on there just to keep some of the heat and humidity in. Let's take her out. She's just hanging out on top of her canopy. I could probably show you. So there she is. Right on top of her canopy. Oh gosh, how am I gonna do this? Okay, let me take her out, then I'll show you. Corn snakes are easy to take care of. You really don't have to do anything with them. Snakes in general don't like to be held. They don't like to be, you're not petting them, you're not playing with them like a dog or a cat, so they're easy, low maintenance pets. Once they get to be like an adult size, which is what Nova is, you really only have to feed them like once every couple weeks. So if you feed them a big mouse before you go on vacation or something, make sure their water bowl is full, and you're good to go. She doesn't mind being held, but sometimes I catch her in a bad mood and she's like wants nothing to do with me. Here's hoping the audio is coming through. Right? Should we get your toy? Here. What's your toy? He doesn't have a name yet, but right? Is that funny? Is that funny? Now I'm just going to start taking out some of the substrate. It's just like this aspen snake bedding. It's just this wispy, like wood shavings. Just gonna take all of it out because it's been. I try and do this every few months. Obviously, you should spot clean and take her poop out and stuff like that, but. It's not like they're making a huge just mess in their enclosure that you have to clean this out so often. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna scoop it out with my hand. Hopefully I don't just grab a big lump of their poop, which there's one right there. Under tissue paper, I think. Okay. How are we doing? I'm just gonna start scooping this stuff out. And putting it in the bag. Ain't nothing to it. Yeah, her poops are basically just, looks like just black, like, blobs of hardened, like, bone and stuff that she just didn't digest. Yeah. She loves to hang out in her little hide that I made. It's just a food container. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a food container, and I cut a hole into it. I took sandpaper to the edges, make sure it wasn't like super sharp. Plastic can get sharp, obviously, when you cut it. So she loves to hang out in there. I spray it, I keep it very wet and humid in there, so she loves to hang out in there. And just whenever she needs some humidity and some heat, I have a heat pad on I have obviously the heat lamp above, but I also have a heat pad underneath that's kind of stuck to the bottom of the glass, just to give her some heat coming from above, as well as some heat coming from below. If she really is cold or needs to warm up. It's never even that cold in here, but just in case. The reptiles obviously need a heat lamp. Okay. I got that mostly cleaned out. I'm just gonna put this in the garbage. Yeah. Okay. And now I'm just going to take a paper towel to the rest of her enclosure, kind of clean it out just with some water. You don't want to use any cleaners or anything inside for obvious reasons. Go get a paper towel. I'm sure there are some snake experts out there that are going to be watching this. Maybe there won't. This is a small channel, but if there is, let me know if I'm doing anything wrong or if I should do something differently. Okay, Nova, time to take you out. Probably because I'm shaking her around. Yeah. There you are. Imagine I just took a bite right there. She's only tried to bite me like once, twice. So maybe we'll capture her. No, she seems like she's in a good mood. You're in a good mood, right? What's the thing with snakes? You want to see them start to flick their tongue, and you really want to avoid when they're in that like S shape, but she knows it's me. She's just, woo! Still makes me jump a little bit. Obviously, don't just be dangling your finger right in front of her face. She might mistake that for a mouse. And I got her. She'll be good now. She's happy. She's good. All right. Maybe I'm just being a big baby, but I don't know. I'd rather not get bit. So I'd rather be, I guess, more careful than. Yeah, I know. You agree, don't you? So here she is in all of her glory. getting big and strong. I am very sweaty and humid, so you are gonna have a hard time squirming around in my hands. She's looking right at the camera. What do you see? So this is Nova. Nova the corn snake. Nova the corn snake, right? She is probably about 2 years old, 2.5, maybe 3 years old. I just feed her frozen mice. Speaking of which, I do have a frozen mouse that's thawing out in that solo cup. So you guys will get to see her feed. Or maybe if she's really hungry, I feed you to her rather than the mouse. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, here's hoping I'm not just completely out of frame and you can see her. She is a beautiful snake. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, so I got her enclosure completely cleared out. Put you around my neck here. Just stay up there, please. Don't strangle me. And now, I'm going to just stay up here. Thank you. So in her hide, I just, oh my gosh, she's going nuts. In her hide, I just do, it's called sphagnum moss. Yeah, sphagnum. New England sphagnum moss. It retains its moisture and humidity very, very well for a long period of time. So it's good. You just throw a bunch of this stuff in her hide and shit stays, and I spray it with a bunch of water and it stays moist. Moist. You like the word moist? You like the word moist? Yeah, me too. Alright, let's dump this out. Yeah. This is Nova. She's your sister. She actually, that's gross. She actually took a shit in her hide. I don't think I've ever seen her do that. Yuck. Okay, just to make this easier, I'm gonna put her in her box that I feed her in, because doing this one-handed is not gonna be easy, right? Yeah. So with snakes, I mean, with her specifically, and maybe in general snakes, I guess, you want to feed them outside of their enclosure. That way they're used to feeding outside, so that way if you do go and like grab them inside their enclosure, they're not going to mistake it for a meal or something. So putting them in a box outside their enclosure, they realize, okay, it's feeding time, you know, and there's just no confusion when you're sticking your hand in their enclosure. Of course, right now she doesn't even want to go in her box. She's always gonna make things difficult. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go clean this. Alright. Yeah. Once I'm done, we can play. Yes. Yes, I know. Okay. Now I'm just putting more sphagnum moss in her little hide. This is all fresh stuff out of the box. I'm getting it all over the place. Yes. Yes. Okay. That should be good. I probably do about half. And this stuff, she likes to just mat it down. It's super fluffy at first, and then it mats down as she lays in it. And I spray it with a bunch of water. So, but that'll be good. Nice bedding for her to soak and digest. Dusty. What's the matter? What's going on? Mr. Drooly Pants. Mr. Drooly Pants. Mr. Drooly Pants. I'm almost done, okay? So here it is, just empty kind of. I just got the aspen bedding in there. Underneath there is the heating pad, and this is a little temperature gauge. That's all controlled by like a little control panel underneath, right there. Don't mind the mess. So her hide goes right here over the heating pad, and then she's also got the heating lamp that's normally centered right over the middle. This is a humidity gauge. Some more just humidity gauges, temperature gauges. This is for moisture. It's like a steamer. It steams and throws in steam and fog into the enclosure, and that reads the humidity levels. So yeah, well, I think it's time to feed her, and then that way while she's eating I can finish up. Let's do it. This is the exciting part. Just dangle it over. It's a big one. It's a big one. Nice. And that's that. She'll slowly gobble that thing up from the head down. Let's give her some privacy. Okay. Yeah. Hi, baby. Is that good? All right. And there she goes. Enclosure is all clean. And there's your humidity box, which I buried in the aspen bedding. And I've got to go get my son because he's freaking out. Anyways, this is probably a very boring video, but that's how I take care of my corn snake. And now I have to go take care of my son. I will probably post some videos in the future of like workout videos and who knows, random stuff. I'm not quite sure where this channel is going. So thanks for watching. Bye.